If I only had 3 minutes with you, enough time to plant one seed. Goals don't change lives, identity does. You can write the clearest goals, the most ambitious plan, the most detailed vision board, but when pressure hits, when motivation fades, when no one is watching, you don't rise to your goal. You fall back to who you believe you are. That's why people quit. That's why they self sabotage. That's why they start strong and disappear quietly. Not because they lack discipline, not because they were not capable, but because their self image can't sustain the goal. Your identity is the thermostat. Goals are just the temperature you try to set. If your identity is wired for comfort, you'll sabotage growth. If your identity is wired for doubt, you'll shrink at the first sign of resistance. If your identity still sees yourself as trying, you will never become someone who does. Here is the hard truth most people avoid. You don't act based on what you want, you act based on who you think you are. That's why someone can succeed yet procrastinate daily. That's why someone can want discipline yet keep negotiating with themselves because their identity is still loyal to the old version. And the brain will always protect identity before it protect ambitions. So change doesn't start with goal setting. It starts with identity editing. You don't ask, what do I want to achieve? You ask, who must I become to make this inevitable? Because once identity shifts, behavior follows naturally. A woman who sees herself as disciplined doesn't need motivation. A woman who identifies as focused doesn't fight distractions. A woman who identifies as focused doesn't fight distractions. A woman who trusts herself keeps promises without drama. This is why real transformation feels quiet at first. You stop announcing, you stop explaining, you stop seeking permission, and you start moving differently because you see yourself differently. So, if you have been stuck, don't lower your goals, upgrade your identity. Ask yourself gently, who am I being loyal to when I quit? What version of me feels familiar but no longer fit? Who would I need to become for this goal to feel normal? Because the moment your self image catches up to your vision, success stops feeling hard. It starts feeling aligned. And that's when goals stop being chased, they start being lived. So, before you rush back into planning, before you rewrite goals again, before you promise yourself this time will be different, pause and look at the identity you are carrying into the future. Because if you walk into a new goals with an old self image, the outcome is already decided. Not by fate, not by luck, but by familiarity. The mind will always return to what feels known, even if it hurts, even if it limits you, even if it keeps you small. That's why growth feels uncomfortable. You are not failing. You are shredding an identity that once keep you safe. So don't ask for motivation. Ask for alignment. Alignment between who you say you want to be and who you practice being daily. Because identity is not changed by declarations, it's changed by evidence. Every small promise you keep, every moment you choose discipline over comfort, every time you act like the woman you respect even when no one applauds, that's how self image upgrades quietly, repetitively, inevitably. So, tonight, don't visualize outcomes, visualize yourself. How she speaks to herself, how she handles pressure, how she moves when things feel hard. Then ask yourself honestly. Visualize yourself, how she speaks to herself, how she handles pressure, how she moves when things feel hard. Then ask yourself honestly, who must I stop being so the woman I am becoming can finally lead? And tomorrow, don't try to be perfect. Just be consistent with the identity you choose today. Because the moment your identity changes, your goals stop feeling heavy. They start feeling like home. Thank you for being here.